A report submitted to the Built Heritage Committee recommends staff nominate the market as a National Heritage Site under Parks Canada's designation program. Joining me now is Councillor Stephanie Plante of this riding to talk about what that designation would mean and why it's coming about now. Good morning to you, Councillor Plante. Good morning to you. It's exciting times, okay, for the Byward Market. In a couple of years, the Byward Market turns 200.
Yep.
So I know that things are in the works, planning, celebrations.
Right.
Now this comes up. I'm wondering, why is it now that staff are saying, hey, maybe we should get this designated as a national site?
So you can blame me for all of that. Okay. I had gone to the ceremony to designate Rockcliffe Park as a national historic site, and I remember sitting in that ceremony and saying, this is cute, but you know, the Byward is even more historic, even more of a better story to tell. No offense, Rockcliffe Park. And so I started just doing research on how we can get the designation. I started doing research as to other areas that have this designation. The federal government can designate a place, they can designate people, or they can designate events. And so I said, okay, let's see if we can get the Byward Market involved.
How will the process work? How long will it take? Because as I understand it now, it may not go through before that 2027 anniversary year.
Yeah, so we submit an application, and as you said, staff are the one who are filling out the application, and then it is the federal government with a committee, a pan-Canadian committee, that read the application, that check the facts, and then they make the determination. So it's completely out of our hands once we submit it to the federal government.
Can it be fast-tracked?
I hope so.
Can you just put a little star on it and go, come on, push it through faster?
I will be in touch with our wonderful member of parliament to ask that very question. Yeah.
Okay, Councillor Plante, what will it do if we do get that designation, the Byward Market, as a National Historic Site? How will that change things for the Byward Market?
So it actually doesn't change much. There's no restrictions now on building heights or built form. We can still develop, we can still do the things we need to do to make the Byward Market spit polish. And I like to remind people that the Byward Market is always changing. It's changed a lot in the 200 years. But what I think it will be able to do is give us kind of the gravitas to tell the Byward Market story, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Because the Byward Market really is where commerce started here in Canada. And it's changed a lot in the 200 years. And I want to tell the story of all the great things that have happened and some of the not so great things.
Got to push back on you a little bit here. Some people may say, why are you pushing for this National Historic Site designation? Shouldn't you be pushing and paying, focusing your attention on some of the other things that the Byward Market needs, like, there's issues of crime and
homelessness.
Exactly.
So I want to clarify, we're not spending a lot of time doing that. We are literally just filling out a form, giving some references, and then it is the federal government to determine whether or not this place is worthy of that designation. So I will have lots of time to focus on those other things, and we do have some announcements coming up, not just with the budget, but for long term, that I think will really help push that forward.
Can you divulge a little bit about what's going on here? Because we are on the cusp. You're going to get ready now to celebrate 200 years, and I know that you all are working on that. What can you divulge? Can you spill a little tea for us and tell us what we can expect coming up in the next couple of years?
Yeah, so we are looking at transforming some of our shelters into housing. And I want to preface that in the context of the Byward Market, because I think the Byward Market has been, really the nucleus of where all of the social disorder is happening in Ottawa, and it needs to be a place where the solutions are coming forward. So I can't divulge everything just yet, but we do have some projects on the go. And of course, Ottawa Tourism, the Board of Trade, all of those great organizations are involved in the party celebration. So if you liked what we did in 2017, stay tuned, because there's some announcements coming up for 2027.
Ottawa City Councillor Stephanie Plante, thank you so much for coming by.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.